gentlemen, boys and girls, babies in your diapers, welcome to the Tiberius Show with your host, Tiberius Boy.
That's me, Tiberius. Today we're going to start off with some very awesome stuff. You have a new Roblox game to talk about, a new graphic novel, a bold score report, and you got a totally louder than life guest, Mr. Daniel Shaw. He's a wrestling announcer. Thank you, Daniel, for being on my show.
Hey, it's my pleasure, Tiberius. Thanks for having me. That was a pretty good announcement, by the way. Maybe I should take some lessons from you, huh? You're welcome.
Today we're going to start off with the video game of the week, and today is going to be a fun one. Oak Ridge Gun Range is a family-oriented shooting range that has been in business for over 30 years. They specialize in basic firearm training and offer numerous services such as consignments, gun trades, gunsmithing, and concealed weapon classes. I even got my training for gun safety at Oak Ridge Gun Range. Great customer service, and firearm safety is what they do best. So find out more at oakridgegunrange.com. The Tiberius Show would like to thank Boggy Creek Airboat Adventures for being one of our sponsors. I got to go on an airboat and saw a real gator. I even got to go to the gem mine and mine for some gems. We ate a steak dinner at the restaurant and even got some gator bites. If you want to have a blast with the entire family, I suggest you go to www.bcairboats.com right now. Get your tickets today. The website again is bcairboats.com.
And now it's time for the video game of the week.
Today's video game is Infinity RPG. This game is on the Roblox platform. That means you can do it on PC, console, or even your cell phone. What I like is that you get to fight monsters and super bosses. You'll get levels and money, which you can upgrade your character and buy loot. You can get better armor, and then you can level up. For all you out there that don't know, RPG stands for role-playing game. You can chat with your friends, and they can help you stop bad monsters. I like the Hellfire monster because I have a Hellfire longsword to stop him in just 3 hits. There are different worlds to explore, and it is a lot of fun. I am level 35,999.
Wow.
They offer premium items, but I don't get any. You can still enjoy the game without buying extra stuff. I love the longsword that I have. I use the 27,000 level armor, and it is really hard to get. If you join the group page, you can get codes to help you get an advantage in the game. I give Infinity RPG 8 out of 10 stars. This is a fun way to spend your time after school when you are done with your homework.
And now we're all ready for the book of the week.
Cosmic Commandos. This book was written by Christopher E. Lupus. Let me read you the back of the book. In fact, Daniel, would you do the honor?
I'd be happy to, Tiberius. All right, so we have Cosmic Commandos by Christopher Eliopoulos. Jeremy had a pretty stinkish life, or so he thinks. His parents are bossy, his identical twin is embarrassing, and he can't even win a decent prize from his cereal box. Who in the world wants a decoder ring? What he doesn't realize is that the ring actually grants wishes. Jeremy is about to begin an amazing adventure when the cereal box prize brings his favorite video game to life, with Jeremy himself as the superhero who must defeat the villains. There's only one problem. Jeremy has never won the final level of the game. If he doesn't master some new skills and fast, his whole town, school, family, and all will be destroyed.
So this book is very, very cool. Is that the main character, Jeremy, gets to go through a magical world starting with a toy from his breakfast. Now he is running through video games that he has played and deal with monsters and real-life issues from the game. I really like video games, so this book is a lot of fun for me. I like all the stuff he had to do to stay alive and advance to the next level. He fought robots and bad guys.
So he's got a decoder ring, right?
Yes.
Do you have a decoder ring?
No.
Do you know what a decoder ring is?
Yes.
What's a decoder ring?
It's in the book.
It is.
It's in the book. I'm telling you.
I trust you. I'm sure the decoder ring is in the book. Actually, I was opening the book hoping to see where the decoder ring is because I want one, man. That sounds pretty cool. Do you know what a decoder ring does?
Well, it's like you said on the back of the book.
What did I say in the back of the book?
That stuff you said on the back of the book.
That stuff. Right.
Yes.
The stuff. It was good stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I like graphic novels because it is like a comic book with a long story and interesting mysteries. It took me 3 days to read this book.
That was pretty fast.
It is. It's a little longer than most books because there are so many pictures and you have to read the words in the boxes. If you like comic books, then you will really like graphic novels. I give this book 10 out of 10 stars, and I think most kids should read this book.
I still want a decoder ring, though. Where do I get my decoder ring?
In the book.
In the book. All right. I'll look at the book after the show because I want my decoder ring.
So after you read it, and I take just like one little tiny day,
Uh-huh.
then we can play some cornhole.
And then we can what?
Then we can play some little of cornhole.
Oh, okay. We're talking about playing the cornhole tossing game. Cool.
After the show. Mid-State Fire has been providing top-quality fire equipment services for 3 generations to the Central Florida area. Don't wait for an emergency to repair. Call Mid-State Fire today at 407-246-8855. Get your fire extinguishers and emergency lighting for both your home and businesses by visiting www.midstatefire.com. That number again is 407-246-8855. The Tiberius Show would like to thank one of our awesome sponsors, SlutChannelUS.com. These guys are very, very cool. They bring 21st century surface drainage solutions to reality. They can do corporate and government work. These are the guys that make roads and bridges safe in the rain. You can see all about them at SlutChannelUS.com. That website again is SlutChannelUS.com. And now it's time for an interview of an interesting person. Today's guest is going to be so much fun. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let me introduce to you the one, the only, Mr. Daniel Shaw. He's a man when it comes to announcing a wrestler that is about to enter the ring. This is known as the ring announcer.
Great job, Tiberius. That was a heck of an introduction. You're welcome.
How are you doing today,
Man, I am doing... if I was any better, I'd have to be twins.
So can you do an announcement, like if I was about to enter the ring?
I think I could. Let me interview you first for a second, Tiberius. Where are you from?
Orlando.
Orlando, Florida. Okay. What do you weigh? Oh, guy talking to the mic.
50 pounds.
50 pounds. All right, put on some muscle there, kid. All right. So you want an introduction for Tiberius. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, now making his way to the ring, weighing in this morning at 50 pounds, hailing from Orlando, Florida, Tiberius the Great.
Wow, that is amazing!
Thank you.
What is the best part about being in the ring?
I get to be around all the really cool professional wrestlers. So we've got good guys and girls and bad guys and girls, and you get to hang out with all of them. But you get kind of scared of some of the bad guys and girls.
Well, I see that Steve Michaels did something for me, and that I saw him on the show, and he was a bad guy, and I saw Janai, and he was on my show too.
Yeah, the baddest black belt Janai.
Yes. Yes.
Gotta watch out for her, man. You know, she's a black belt, and she can use kendo sticks, and she can kick higher than your head.
Oh, I can kick higher.
You can kick higher than her head?
Oh, promise me.
Oh, really?
How long have you been doing it?
Okay, well, I was just about to say, you know, if Janai's listening to this, you might be in some trouble, buddy. I mean, she might want to, like, face you in the ring next month. I wouldn't want to face her in the ring. I'm scared of her.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. I'm ready for her.
You're ready for her? All right. Well, if Janai Kai, the baddest black belt in Orlando, Florida, if you're listening, Tiberius wants a piece of you in a wrestling ring.
Did you really make that happen?
Oh, yeah. I have it on good authority that I have the ear of the professional wrestling president of Pro Wrestling 2.0, and if I suggest a match, I think we can put it right on the next show.
That's awesome.
Well, I you know what? If I had to face Janai Kai, I don't think I'd say that's awesome. I think I'd be scared.
Yeah, me too. And actually, I think I can tell you something right now.
What are you going to tell me?
I'm just a camo belt right now.
You're just what?
A camo belt, camouflage belt.
Oh, wow. Cool, man.
Yes, I've been doing karate for a couple of days.
Couple of days, man. All right, so what have you learned so far?
I learned the high kick. A lot of high kicks. Punches, like breaking boards.
Wow.
Breaking wood, especially. My feet, bare feet.
That's cool,
And
man.
I broke them.
Your feet?
Yep.
That's got to
Bare
hurt.
feet. And bare hands.
Wait, you broke your feet or you broke the boards?
I broke the board.
Oh, okay. Your feet are okay.
Yes.
See, I probably would have broke my foot. That's why I'm an announcer. I don't like to beat anybody up.
I did it so hard.
Really?
Oh, promise me. It was so easy.
Well, you know,
it was
maybe
just
what we'll do,
wood.
we'll bring in Janai and you guys can break boards. Cool.
How long have you been doing it?
Wow. I got started in the year 2011 with a company called Southern Championship Wrestling, and got introduced to a good friend of mine owns that company, and we were just having a soda one day, and I said to him, "Yeah, if you ever need a ring announcer," he says, "You know what? You're on the next show." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Yep." I'm like, "Okay," and I had to ring announce the next show.
Which of the wrestlers are most fun to announce for?
Oh, man, that's hard to say. There's so many really good ones. You know what's kind of fun, though? When you get really, really long introductions on them. So, like, for example, there's one fellow I announce, and you got to be really careful because he doesn't like it if you mess up at all. His name is Chico Adams, so when I introduce him, I have to say, let's pretend he weighs 220 pounds today. Weighing in at 220 pounds, from the highly prestigious Lee, Massachusetts, he is the future of sports entertainment, Chico Adams. And if you don't say it exactly that way, he gets very upset.
Why?
I don't know. I guess he just has an issue that way, you know?
That is very good.
Thank you very much.
Any of them that you don't like the announce of?
Oh, I wouldn't tell you that because I'd have to see them in the ring, and if they heard this show, because millions of people listen to the Tiberius show, I could be in big trouble. So that's I like announcing for everybody.
So is ring announcing a good paying job like Steve Michaels said it was?
Man, it's pretty good, but it could always be better. So if anyone out there I work with is listening, you know, I wouldn't mind a raise. That would be really nice. Because, you know, I've got I don't know if you know this about me, but I've got a puppy at home. His name is Tucker. He's a Chiweenie. He's 9.5 pounds, and he eats a lot of puppy food. So that's expensive. So if any of my pro wrestling contracts hear that, and, you know, I really got to feed Tucker, I could always use a little bit more in the envelope at the end of the night.
Like help. I'll give him a chat. I'll give him a chat.
Awesome. Well, you know, because you got the stroke, dude. So, you know, I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be awesome.
So if I wanted to do your job, what would I need to do to be ready?
Okay. Well, you've got to do some vocal warm-ups first. Do you do vocal warm-ups?
No.
All right, so let's do one together. Ready?
Yeah.
Do, re,
Re,
mi,
mi,
fa,
fa,
sol, la, ti, da. Great. I don't get paid to be in key. I get paid to announce big sweaty guys are going to beat each other up. We don't worry about keys.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi,
Hey, better than I did it. So now the other thing you have to do is you got to get to the show nice and early, and you've got to get everybody's weights, find out what they weighed that day from the official weigh-ins. You've got to make sure that you know where they come from, and if there's anything they need to be introduced with. Some people just say, yeah, just use my name, and other people give you a whole lot of information. Like I've got one guy named Sidney Porter, and every time he comes out, he's got a big clipboard, and he gives me more and more stuff to read every time. I'm out of breath when I'm done introducing him.
So, can you do his announcement?
Oh, Lord, I don't want to.
Like his first one?
I'll do a little bit from memory. Okay, so from memory. So usually I'll announce him, and he comes out, and he kind of bullies me a little bit. So he comes out with this clipboard he's written, and he says, you announce me, and I have to read everything in the clipboard, and so I'm doing this from memory. It'll usually say something like, ladies and gentlemen, the Suntan Iceman, Pro Wrestling 2.0's VIP. He is the best of the best of the best of the best of the best, Sidney Potter. But he usually has a lot more stuff than that for me to read. So I just, at the end, I just want to take a nap. You don't have to take a nap. You're just sitting there watching the show. I'm the guy who's announcing that.
But it made me tired.
You know, if tired listening to me, I must be boring you. I don't know. I guess I got to be more exciting.
So, does he do it on every show?
Every show.
Oh my gosh. Follow-up questions. If my listeners wanted to do ring announcing, what would you tell them to do?
Okay. Well, first of all, I would tell them that they need to find out some pro wrestling promotions that are in their area, and they should go after the show and talk to the owner or the promoter. In pro wrestling, we call the owner the promoter because that person, he or she, is promoting the show. And they should ask the promoter if there might be an opportunity for them to ring announce. If they get the opportunity, they take it really seriously because you don't want to upset some wrestlers. Like Steve, you don't want to upset Steve Michaels. You get a Chicago bear hug, and that's no fun. I like hugging, but I don't like a Chicago bear hug. And you got to dress really neat. So maybe you wear a business suit or a suit. Yeah.
So like my solutions.
If you have a Your Computer Solutions official business suit, I would like to see that. That would be pretty cool, actually.
Okay, I'll be sure to bring it.
Absolutely. I've heard very good things about Your Computer Solutions.
Oh,
But I didn't know they made suits. I thought they just fixed computers.
Oh,
They have their own line of apparel, or?
They get it from sports and stuff.
Oh, okay. So can I go into sports and stuff and buy a Your Computer Solutions T-shirt?
Oh, you have to ask my dad first.
Okay, absolutely. Well, you'll give me the hookup after the show on that, okay?
Okay.
Cool.
So, what do you do when you're not being a ring announcer? You know, like for fun.
For fun. Well, ring announcing is a lot of fun, so I don't have to do anything else that's fun. But okay, I love comic books. I'm a big Batman fan. I collect Batman statues, so I'm a complete nerd. And I hang out with my puppy, Tucker. He's a lot of fun. He runs around the house like he's a little NASCAR race car. Zoom, 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 zoom.
Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
like the Flash.
Yeah. You know what? Oh, that's a great idea. I should get him a little Flash T-shirt. He could be like the fastest Cheweenie alive.
Well, really, I am pretty fast. Like Flash.
Oh, yeah? How fast are you?
Flash. Those aren't though. I think I'm like 23 miles an hour.
Wow. That's a lot faster than me. I need a car to go 23 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I can do that with a car. I don't think I could do that on foot.
Yeah, I can do that. But,
Unless somebody was chasing me.
well, I'm pretty much estimating.
Okay, well, hey, listen, you've got all this incredible technology here in the Tiberius studio. Maybe you've got like some mechanical device or some internet cell phone device that tells you how fast you go.
So, do you play video games?
I haven't played video games in a long time, but when I played video games when I was your age, the first game I played was something called Pong. You ever play Pong?
Ping pong?
Well, it's kind of like ping pong, yeah. And we would get a box, and it had two little dials on it, and you would wire it up to the TV sets. We had big box TV sets back then. And then you would have one line on one side, one line on the other side. You had one line, I had the other line, and a little box, like a little ball, would bounce, and it was your job to move your line to bounce the ball back at me.
I played that.
There you go.
That.
I would bounce it back at you, and I'm trying to get it past you. You try to get it past me.
It was in the Roblox talent show.
It was in the what?
It was in the Roblox talent show. It's in the Roblox platform.
What is Roblox exactly? I got a little confused. That's a little after my time.
Really, Roblox is a platform and that you can make games on there and other people can play your games.
You can make your own game?
Yes.
Can I make a Daniel Shaw ring announcer game?
Maybe.
Wow, that's cool. You have to show me how to do that sometime.
You need Roblox and you might need the Roblox creating thingy.
Okay.
I don't know what it's called, but I have it.
Wow. Well, maybe if the Roblox people are listening, they should sponsor this show.
Oh, I'll promise they will.
Absolutely. And tell them to send me a free Roblox.
Oh, yeah. How about books? What is your favorite book?
My favorite book? Well, I read a lot of self-improvement books because I always think that's a good thing to do. One of my favorite guys was an older gentleman who was very well-spoken named Zig Ziglar. He used to give motivational speeches. And then, because I'm a comic book fan, I like reading comic books when I get a chance. So sometimes I'll dig through my old collection I've had since I was a kid and read some Batman or New Teen Titans or any of that good stuff.
So, like, what kind of comic books?
Okay, well, those are DC and Marvel that I would read.
Wow.
Yep, just like you see them today on TV and the movies.
Wow.
Who's your favorite superhero?
Well, my favorite superhero is the Flash.
I like the Flash, too.
Oh, yeah. My favorite one. Thanks so much for being my guest.
Absolutely.
Can you stick around and help with math corners?
Math corners? Okay. I haven't done a lot of great math lately, but maybe you can tutor me.
Okay, I never knew this was going to happen. Over 40 years, Lighthouse Central Florida has provided education, independent life skills, and job training to thousands of Central Floridians who live with blindness or any degree of vision loss. Whether it's picking out clothes in the morning or just moving around your community and serving Orange, Seminole, and Osceola counties, contact Lighthouse Central Florida at 407-898-2483 or visit them online at lighthousecfl.org. The Tiberius Show would like to thank one of our dedicated sponsors, Custom Designs Orlando. These guys are on Mills Avenue and do all sorts of stuff, ranging from photo ID badges, engraved signs, custom Braille ADA signs, vinyl lettering, to trophies and awards. They can ship products all over the United States. You can reach them at 407-898-0373.
Get ready, it's time for the Bowling Score Report.
I went to Skylands on Saturday and I played with MJ, Mia, and Vanessa. I tied last place in the first game with a 72. And well, my dad reminded me that I was going to have to tell my listeners my scores.
Uh-oh.
Something about my accountability. So I tried my hardest and got first place on the other two games. So then I got first place on the other two games with a 144 and a 136.
Good job. Boy, that sounds like a tough place to bowl.
I just missed getting a turkey, but I had a blast. If you want to go bowling, be sure to join me Saturday at Amos Skyline on OBC at 10 a.m. in the morning.
Now, wait.
Tiberius' favorite subject, it's Math Corners.
You're welcome.
Today we're going to start off with regrouping with addition.
Ooh, okay, cool.
You know addition, right?
I don't know regrouping.
Okay, so regrouping is in the process of changing groups of 1 into 10s when adding or subtracting 2 or more digit numbers. So it is called carrying or borrowing. In addition, you regroup when the numbers you are adding come out to a 2-digit number, and if they are not in the furmost left column.
Ah, okay, so I was a little kid, we call it carrying over. Yeah. Cool.
So let's take an example, 17 plus 13. If you did it in your head, you would know that the answer would be 30. But what if you're doing it on paper?
Uh-oh.
You would add the ones column first, and 7 plus 3 would equal 10, which is the 2-digit result. So you would regroup the ones to the tens place and keep the 0 in the ones column. Then you add the tens column, and you would add the 3 ones and get 30 for the answer.
Okay.
That's pretty much what regrouping is. Another good example would be 175 plus 236. This is too big for the average person to do it in your head, so you would add the 5 and the 6 in the ones column, and that gives you 11. Since it is a 2-digit result, you would regroup the 1 over to the 10 column and the 3 and the 1 that you regrouped. Now you have 11. Nobody is a 2-digit number again. So you would also regroup again. You move the 1 into the 100 column and put the 1 in the tens column. Finally, now you have the hundreds place. You add the 1 final 1 and 2 in the 1 you regrouped to get 4. This is not a 2-digit number, so you would get the final result as 411. So Daniel, do you use regrouping when you do that?
Tiberius, after all that, I think I have to regroup myself.
Thank you so much, Mr. Shaw, for your help with math coins.
You're welcome. I don't think I was much help, but it was very interesting.
Okay.
And now it's time for Heart of a Lion. We at the Tiberius Show like living with the heart of a lion. Living with the heart of a lion stands for leadership, integrity, obedience, and nobility. We asked Dr. Ferret exactly what that means.
Leadership is really about influence. Leadership is, and the way we define it as good leadership, is about setting the right example and encouraging other people to do the right thing. Integrity is about doing right no matter what. Through life, there are a lot of different circumstances that arise, and integrity, someone who shows integrity, it doesn't matter what all the external things are, they always choose to do what is right. Obedience is about obeying those who are in authority over you, whether that's a teacher, a boss, a parent, that when you are asked to do something, that you respond with obedience, quickly and completely. Nobility is about having respect. It's about carrying yourself with respect and showing respect to others. When you put these 4 things together, that's Lion Strong.
This week we are going to talk about obedience. Obedience is being fully committed to doing what is right in compliance with law or authority. You know when someone is obedient when they follow instructions willingly and thoroughly with a smile on their face. I saw obedience this week when I wanted to stay up on Sunday. I didn't know how to school on Monday, so I wanted to stay up till 10 p.m. and went to bed on time. I know always to honor your word. Mr. Shaw, did you see or use obedience this weekend?
Well, I guess I don't have my mom and dad around anymore, unfortunately, but, I have to obey traffic laws when I drive, right? Because if we don't obey traffic laws when we drive, we get into big trouble. So, yeah, every day I do that.
And that's our show, folks. I want to thank the one, the only Mr. Daniel Shaw for being my special guest this week.
Well, thanks for having me, Tiberius. This was a lot of fun.
Thank you. And be sure to listen to us next week on The Tiberius Show with your host, Tiberius Boy.
The Tiberius Show is not filmed in front of a live studio audience. Executive producer Joseph Boy. Production editor Pierre Laguerre. Green Room manager Danny Boy. Broadcast associate James Smith. And your program host, Tiberius Boy. The Tiberius Show is copyright 2018.
Hi, my name is Tiberius Boy. I work with Your Computer Solutions. If your computer is not working, my dad can fix it. He can fix it on-site or remotely. Just call him at 407-826-0810 and tell him Tiberius sent you.